and welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a great show as usual.
Lots of girl stuff.
We do have a lot of girl stuff, including prom pictures.
She did it. Cut. We were just saying.
We're filming right off of Whitney Way at Rubens Our Lifestyle. We're sitting at a gorgeous dining room table, which I would love to take home with me. So we'll be talking dining room furniture with them a little bit later.
I'm curious what Janet's hair and makeup looked like at her prom now that you brought it up.
Oh, I know.
So maybe we should take a look at
bringing it up.
Wonderful pictures for us to share. And she was going
She told us we couldn't do it now. She changed her mind, but we're doing it. It's too late.
It's too late because she looks so beautiful. And once we look at these pictures,
That's
Janet
what's
has
killing
not
me.
changed.
This is not
One single bit.
The necklace, I love it.
The necktie.
Necktie.
So beautiful.
Mom,
and
Cinderella.
Mom, this is your fault. Mom was cleaning out closets, and Dad stopped by a few days ago, and he dropped off. He said, "These are your prom dresses from high school.
Oh my goodness.
Please take them."
It
my
is so
gosh.
sweet that
And
they
you know
kept
what?
them for so long.
I guarantee you Janet still fits in those prom dresses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's killer.
I'm a little afraid to try.
I'm sure you do. Wow, well you look really beautiful. It's funny to look back at those old styles and see, you just think about what you looked like, what I looked like in high school. I'd die probably, but you
You're
look
pretty
great.
classic.
You look the same.
Yeah,
I
you
love
are
it.
pretty darn classic.
So Cinderella and beautiful.
I think prom dresses have changed a little since then. They're a little frou-frou-y, but
Well,
it made Mom happy.
No,
It's
you're-
so
but it's,
fun
it's
that you
like
get to
true to the
have those
times.
memories.
Of course, styles have changed. Okay, moving on.
Moving on to dresses, you need just the right
Just
bra.
relax, Janet. Just relax. Okay, we also have Tia Lynn from Contours Lingerie, which is a fantastic store off Mineral Point, correct?
You got it.
If you haven't been there, you have to go there. She has every size, guaranteed she has your size. And
190
today,
sizes. They have.
yeah, 100 and what?
90.
190. Just
Wow.
in case you have problems finding yours, she probably has it. But we're talking about a great sports bra that you're not going to want to miss, because we all kind of need that, I think, in
I
our
don't think
lives.
there's any woman out there, maybe a few, who have been to Contours, who have on the right sports bra.
Yeah.
If you're watching and you're like me, you probably have the wrong thing.
If
at
you're
home.
wearing more than one, like a few of us here, then you need to go.
Right, and this is the kind of bra that's not just smashing you down.
Right. It's not a,
Lifting and
We'll talk about
supporting.
that.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Stay tuned for more Girl Talk. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're at Rubens Our Lifestyle on the west side, and a little bit later we're going to be talking about furniture and this beautiful table in front of us, which we are all in love with. But first, we're joined by Tia Lynn of Contours. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And I'm really excited about this topic because this is something I've been struggling with, because I just cannot find a great sports bra to save my life. And I'm really excited to learn more about what you guys offer with your sports bras. So let's just start off with that. How are they different, and what do you guys have to offer?
Well, the first thing that you'll notice is that there's two actual capsules. So it's not the smash down that other popular sports bras.
I call it the Uniboob.
Yes.
Tia didn't want to say it.
I did.
I'll do it.
Jumped in.
It's kind of a naughty word for our store. But yes, so you actually have a room for each girl, and these sports bras are constructed so that it holds you in place completely. You can jump, you can run. It is a true game changer. There's absolutely no bounce. The statistic is actually that this particular bra prevents 83% of the bounce.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know, when you're working out or you're going for a run or, you're jumping on the treadmill or something like that, that's like always the struggle, you don't want to be smashed
distracting.
down.
Well,
Well,
and
yeah,
then,
and
like,
it's
looking into
painful.
older age,
It is.
I would much rather protect myself 83% of that bounce, like 40 years from
What's
now.
happening if you're at
Exactly. Yeah, it
you're
can't
at
be good.
Right.
higher
Can't be good.
Well, and the obstacle that you create the viewing pleasure at the gym is not necessarily what you're going for at a workout either.
Right. Okay, so I read this wild statistic from you that only 44% of women wear a sports bra while they're working out.
That's correct, and I think it's because most women think it's that stretchy thing that you pull over your head, and then at that, they'll wear 2 or 3 of those and they still don't get results.
Yeah. So, I think there might be some guilty parties sitting at this very table. So yeah, that's really an interesting stat. But you know what? I didn't know that sports bras existed like this. Like Elise said, the uniboob has sort of always been the way of the world. I thought this is a totally different thing. So I think that the support obviously is a major difference. But let's talk a little bit about sports versus exercise. So if you're into an extreme sport, you obviously need some pretty heavy duty support. Would that vary if you're doing light exercise, or what is your feeling on that?
I'm of the opinion that you want to look your best your whole life, and that's why you're working out. So to have that support so that you don't jar and damage your tissue is really important. And even if it's, if you're going from a jog to, a brisk walk or practicing yoga, that support's important.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, it is sort of the long term, right? I mean, I don't know if I like how you say, but talking about damaging tissue, but that's an eye opener because you don't think about that component necessarily and what that's actually doing. It's damaging those tissues and those cells so that over time, they're not going to look as good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Or sit as high.
Or sit as high. Elise just comes out and says it. We're all, dancing around it. She just gets right to it.
So I have a question too. So I really like how, this has the 2 girls, as you say, the separation and kind of the lift. So could you wear this as an everyday bra?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I actually have a lot of customers that have very active jobs, whether it be teaching or ambulance workers, medical workers, people that are on their feet all day, that wear this as an everyday bra because it gives so much support and they just feel that much more confident knowing that nothing's going to move anywhere.
I love how it has the razor back too, because coming into summer, this is when I'm in all the time. Just bring it together. I mean,
And you got options on this then? You can.
It's just a hook.
That's it.
It's
that's
really
nice. Easy
so
enough.
easy. And it's right at the base of your neck, so you can do it while you're wearing it.
yeah. So but that transition is just immeasurable. I mean,
Right. So you
I
can
wear
wear
it with
any
anything.
tank top with any lines. And we're about out of time, but I really quick want to talk about sizing. So at Contours, you have every size that you could possibly want.
B through J.
But yeah, that was my question. Do the sports bras come in this variety of sizes?
They do. It's closer to 90 sizes.
Okay.
However, it
Only
takes
90
care of
sizes,
most.
folks. Right.
Yeah.
But you have 180 in total at the store.
We do.
So, I mean, have you heard of such a thing? It's incredible.
It's incredible. So many different styles, and whether you're looking for maybe a regular bra or something for a special occasion, or sports bras too, they've got you covered at Contours. Thank you so much, Tia, for being here today.
Thank you.
Stay tuned to Girl Talk. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, welcome to Girl Talk. We are enjoying ourselves on the west side today. We're here at Rubens Our Lifestyle. We're going to talk about dining furniture. And I always get in trouble when we talk furniture. They start shopping, but that's okay.
in love with this table.
I know. Well, you know, we've already had this discussion about the table components. Right now we're going to talk about dresses, and I also get myself into trouble here because Casey has a fabulous selection over at Maisami. She's in Hilldale, and we're so glad to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me back again.
So our conversation today is really going to be centered around products that are made in the U.S. So what do you think is the advantage of buying U.S.-made dresses and accessories? Let's talk about from a design perspective.
Sure. So we promote a lot that we do carry a lot of U.S.-made lines. We don't have all, but I really try to find as many as possible. And the advantage is that a lot of the designers are U.S.-based or even regional, so they have a much better idea of what their customers actually want, and that has a lot to do with then how flattering, how practical it is for where you are. So these are really great examples. The dresses that Janet and Ellen are wearing are actually from a designer right in Michigan, which is really cool to have somebody out of the Midwest. And these are from California, but 100% made in U.S.
That's a really good point, because you know every body is different, but there are certainly measurements and things that tend towards the U.S. by comparison to other places.
Sure, and even by regions in the U.S. depending on the demographic. And one of the other really fun things, and I've chosen some prints to kind of show off, are that a lot of smaller designers that are manufactured in the U.S. are actually, you know, kind of a one-person artist clothing line. So these prints are not things that you're going to see mass produced. They're really unique. And fun, and they kind of change every season, and that's something that you wouldn't necessarily see in some of the bigger lines.
Yeah, I love all three of these for different reasons and like different occasions, and I just think they're really cute.
Janet and
prints.
Ellen's are really great too, because
love the
they're
little
cotton,
sandals.
but they go through a special silicone treatment, so they're really soft and they're pre-washed, they won't shrink, and I would say that's another advantage that you will find in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yours actually also comes in tanks and all kinds of dresses, and it's really breathable, so you can wear it in the summer, but it's warm enough in the winter, so there's a lot of advantages to the fabric quality.
Yeah, about the fabric. Well, first of all, I love this color.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love
the
it.
ruching
But
too
I
on the
also,
sleeves.
yes, but I also like this material because it's one of those sort of lower maintenance where like you can kind of travel with it and get away with maybe not steaming
Right,
it. Or,
and I
you know,
would say, and it's not 100%, and it really varies per line, but overall, generally speaking, the U.S. lines, you can really find some good quality fabrics, and they're going to have those little details a little more too sometimes from the smaller designers that make them really special and more flattering. Sure.
So does that mean like internationally made clothing is usually not as good of quality?
Not necessarily. We have a lot of London-based lines. We actually just picked up a great line from Australia, and they're fabulous as well. But I think it's good to know, educate yourself about what you're buying, ask questions. Our sales staff is really informed, and it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of interesting facts about where it comes from and how it's made and the difference. So
I know a criterion of yours, personally as a dress shop owner, is that the dresses are easy to wear. And Ellen, wouldn't you agree that this dress is extremely easy? You pull it on, there's no zippers, there's no buttons, nothing complicated. You can wear easily a bra underneath without worrying about.
And again, that's the quality
Special
of them,
things.
because it's a lot of pieces sewn together instead of trying to simplify the process, you know, kind of in a larger manufacturing space.
Why do you think there aren't as many U.S. made clothing lines?
So that's actually a really good question. So it is more expensive, and again, I'm speaking in generality, so it's not every case, but it is more expensive sometimes to produce smaller quantities in the U.S., which is, I think, something people don't know. So when you do go to a store, that is kind of why you'll see a higher price sometimes. But I think it's good to know too, I think there's a connotation of what's made in the U.S. and the type of, and I really want to show too that there's actually some dressy dresses and things that you can wear to go out made here too, not just, you know, t-shirt companies.
and fabulous accessories,
Yes, and
which Casey also carries at Maison View.
Yeah, so all of our jewelry is handcrafted in the U.S. and it is mostly small designers, and I would say that the quality of those is usually higher as well, and just some really fun, unique stuff.
Yeah, you've got it all, and these guys are great over there. They will find you a dress. I'm 6 months pregnant. If Casey can find me a dress, she'll find you a dress. So go see her over in Hilldale at Maison Me. We're going to be back. We're here at Rubens Our Lifestyle, and we'll be back with more Girl Talk after the break. Stick with us.
And welcome back to Girl Talk. We've been filming all of our segments today at Rubens Our Lifestyle Furniture. It's on the west side of Madison here on Whitney Way. We finally got the manager with us. This is Adam White. Thanks for sitting in with us here.
My pleasure. It's nice to have you here.
What are we talking about today, Adam?
Today we'd like to talk about dining furniture. Rubens is running 10% off all dining the month of June. So we just wanted to kind of touch base and talk a little about the different aspects of dining furniture.
Sounds good. We've all been admiring this table. I know you can't see it real well maybe on the camera, but This was, it's got some embellishments that have been really attracting our
It's mine,
attention.
Jen.
Sorry, I
All
touched
Elise's.
Elise's table.
This one's mine.
I wanted to mention too, because we had this conversation sort of off camera, but I think a lot of people think about dining furniture in the months leading into Thanksgiving and some of the holidays, right? Because that's when you're entertaining and all of those sorts of things. But think ahead, because this is really a great time to shop for dining furniture because it's all on sale and you're not competing with all those other shoppers.
Yeah, but also what a great time to bring it into your home. There's no snow, it's nice and warm, just get it in there.
Yeah.
You must be in touch with our warehouse people.
Yeah.
I like to think
Elise
about
is
all
hired. You can find Elise here at Rubens Furniture. No, I'm just teasing.
Okay, so we've sat at a couple different dining room tables here, specifically at our Lifestyle, and they've all been kind of large, kind of the same size. Do they come in different sizes?
They do.
Make them bigger?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there are quite a few different sizes available, but a lot of the tables we carry also do come with leaves, many of which will actually be housed right inside the table.
Right.
So you don't have to find a closet or something like that to store them in.
It's its own storage.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is great, especially for, I come from a very large family and we would hold the dinner parties at our house, and to extend that out, it was like created a whole different atmosphere, but it was also very easy
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yep. Yeah, the whole idea with a lot of these tables really is that it's easy for one person to do.
Oh, you can do it by yourself?
You can, yep, absolutely.
I thought it was a team sport where one of you holds one end, the other holds the other end.
It certainly can be. Yes.
Has it come a long ways? I think of it like what Jessa was saying. It was kind of a process.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
it's
there have
improved?
definitely been some clever engineering that now allows you to really do a lot of this by yourself, and the leaves aren't really heavy and cumbersome. So
Right.
yeah, it's much easier than it used
We've
to.
come a long way here at Rubens. You can find some easier methods. You don't need a team or a big family to come
That's right.
early and help you set up. Let's talk a little bit about material. So obviously this is a wood table. It is absolutely stunning. This wood grain is beautiful, and some of these details like Elise had mentioned. But what other materials are available for a
Sure.
dining table?
Well, this is actually, I would like to point out, this is what they call a live edge table. I'm not sure if you can really read that, but if you can see the table here does not have a completely clean 90-degree cut. It is more of an organic
Oh,
cut.
I see what you're saying.
So every one of these is unique. And we've been doing really well with these tables. I really like them as far as they really give you a little more of a unique table than just a cookie cutter
Absolutely.
piece. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Elise is
appealing.
happy with that. No, it's funny because now that you say it, that's actually one of my favorite things about the table. I didn't, pay it a whole lot of attention until you mentioned it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
this
once
sort of
you
unique
see it, you
design.
can't unsee it.
Right.
It's one of those.
Yeah,
yes.
it's beautiful to have
Right.
that unique element.
Well, at any rate, they do make tables in a lot of different materials. We do tend to deal primarily with wood at this location. Our downtown store on Wilson Street does deal a little more with glass, travertine, melamine. There are quite a few different materials.
But you can order them too, right?
Oh,
And that's the
absolutely.
thing. I'm glad you
Yeah.
circled back to the question because I got so distracted by the
Quite-
beautiful edge
quite
that
all
I
right.
had forgotten I asked the question. But yes, so that's great. So you can certainly get to other materials.
You can.
Order other materials.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Speaking of that, Adam, what do you recommend, or what are your thoughts on wood versus glass for care, maintenance,
Good
cleaning?
question. Yes, glass is definitely harder to mar. It's going to hold up better, but it requires a little more daily sort of, fingerprints, dust are going to show up a lot more on glass. So it requires a little more upkeep that way. But if you
You've
have
got kids at home, you're wiping that table daily anyway.
Ex-
So.
exactly,
Or putting a
exactly.
tablecloth over it.
Right.
Yeah.
And wood can be refinished. It will ultimately probably has a little more staying power, but they each kind of have their own benefits.
Yeah, it's different because I like the warmth of wood, I like the durability and clean, sort of clean look of glass.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
what
Very
to do?
different.
I'm taking a poll. No, I'm teasing. But
So
yeah.
moving on to maybe other areas, not only in your home, but maybe even in your kitchen, do you have bars? Do you have bar stools? Do they come in glass? And
Yes,
wood, just
yes,
like this?
yes. We do get asked that a lot. And yes, we do. We absolutely carry bar stools. We carry bars. We carry bar height tables that have become very popular, I'd say, the last 3-4 years for
Yeah.
home theater type environments and that
Okay.
kind of thing.
Sure.
I can see that.
Okay, so we did talk about ordering a little bit, but obviously since that is such a big part of the process, you know, if you're really able to customize, can you order? I mean,
You can.
How long does it take? in
You
terms
can.
of all of those
Generally
items?
speaking, it's around, I'd say 4 to 8 weeks, depending on the company. But yes, you absolutely can order 4 to 8 week lead time, and we'll get it right out and stick it right in your home for you. So.
Wow, so as Elise was saying, maybe think ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you do have an upcoming event, right?
Well, I was just thinking that I need to buy a house so I can start getting wonderful tables like this in my kitchen.
At one point, I saw you give the table a hug, so I think Elise likes this one.
She needs a house for her table.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
The way it's coming down.
Okay,
That's sort of reverse thinking, but I like where your head's at. That's how great it is. Well,
they-
you guys have such wonderful, beautiful pieces
I
here.
know,
It's so
it's
fun
just
to
so
come and shop.
inspiring. Every time that we're here, I just want to decorate something or bring something home with me.
And buy a house.
Yeah, well, I need that first.
Adam might not be able to help you with that part, but everything that goes inside.
That's right. That's right.
Alrighty, so Adam, the dining sale is 10% off all your dining furniture for the month of June.
You got it.
All right,
Yep.
there you have it. All right.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Well, thanks again, Adam, for having us here today. Thanks to all of our guests and from us at Channel 57. Thanks for watching Girl Talk. We'll see you next time.